Welcome back to Beating My Meat Barbecue. This video we're going to talk about pellet grill. This is a Pit Boss. We're going to do a clean out on it, kind of show you what's involved. I bought this, wasn't really looking for one. I had sold my offset smoker and was at the store. This had a damaged box, had $198 off on it, so I thought we'd try it out. Since then, I've kind of become a little bit of a fan. I've only cooked on it probably 4 or 5 times, but comparing this to the offset cookers, kettle grills, many different cookers, these are really pretty simple on cleanup. You don't have quite the mess. You don't have the lead time as far as before you cook. These are pretty simple. You plug it in, turn it on, wait 15 minutes, you're ready to cook. So I've kind of become a fan of how simple these are to use. What we'll go over today is pretty much what I do before I cook almost every time. Sometimes I forget. Currently this has 2 cooks on it. People talk about flare-ups from being dirty. So I try to clean it out every cook. Sometimes I forget, I may do 2 cooks on it. Like I said, currently this has 2 cooks on it. So what we'll do is we'll open it up, pull the grates out, lift the baffle up, push it back, and just sweep all the ash out. Plug it in, we'll be ready for barbecue. We're gonna fire up some steaks today, I believe, but thought I would show this video and comparing this to some other cookers. So far, I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, it's really an easy thing to use. When I bought it, I had no idea how they worked. On the digital settings, they've got smoke and temperatures. I didn't know if you had to leave it in one place before you switched it, but all in all, it's really simple to use. A lot of people crack and say it's an easy bake or a pellet pooper, but to be honest, just for walking out in the garage, firing up for some barbecue, I'm becoming a pretty big fan of these. So we'll change camera angles, we'll open her up, rip it apart, show you a basic clean out on these. Hope you enjoy. Alright, now we got the camera repositioned. What we're going to do is start off removing the grates here. Usually the easiest, go ahead and pull your center one out first. I just throw it over here on the hopper. And then these ones you can kind of slide away from the edge back here. Slide these right out. One other thing I usually do is I'll just take a scraper real quick, kind of run over some of the bigger chunks. If they come off great, I'm not too worried about it today. Good enough. Another thing I'll do is I'll pull the restrictor plate off, and then I'm just going to lift the baffle up and slide it back instead of even taking it all the way out. I'll just slide it back. We'll move in a little bit. You can see all the ash build up from the 2 cooks, so I just use the little vacuum and just pull it all out. We'll go ahead and suck this out, reassemble it, and I'll show you these ears right here is where that baffle sits. That'll catch it when we replace it. So we'll move in, we'll get her cleaned out and reassemble it. So there's a quick clean. That's the biggest part that I try to keep cleaned up. Now we'll get this. Looks like it fell right back into place right on the ears. We'll put the restrictor plate back on. I usually don't adjust it too much. You can see where it sits for the most part. We'll throw our grates back on, and then plug her in, fire it up, heat it up, and we'll take our scraper and put a little scrape on these, get them cleaned off. So we're back together. Like I said, we'll get her fired up. As far as mess, unlike the offset cookers, unlike the kettle grills, that's pretty much the mess right there is on your gloves. I'll take them off, we'll plug it in, and be ready to go. Alright guys, got everything all warmed up. Here's a little tool that I use. I got it out of a garden set for plucking weeds, but we use it for barbecuing. When I use this on the grates, I don't push down real hard. I don't want to damage the finish on the grates. But all I do is we'll open her up. While it's heated up and hot, we'll knock off the loose stuff here. So if you're trying to decide if you want a pellet smoker or take a look at them, kind of learn a little bit about them, I hope it's helped you out a little bit. If you have more questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. If you would, like, subscribe, and remember, if you're not beating your meat, no one's coming to get it.